Hello and welcome to Yoga with Katharine. My name is Katharine and today I wanted to do a quick class on balance. I get a lot of questions about how to balance, especially when you feel like you're just an off-balance person. So today we're going to do some poses that we'll be practicing balance, but also getting that strength kind of building up in those muscles that we need in order to balance, because that's a huge thing that a lot of people are missing is the strength in those muscles to hold yourself up in a certain position, and that takes practice, and falling out of it is normal. And also learning how to balance with your eyes, because if you are standing, try it out. If you just stand there and have your eyes open, it's much easier to balance. And if you close your eyes, suddenly you kind of feel like, oh. So, using our eyes to balance as well, which we'll get into during the class. So let's get started. So let's begin today's class in a child's pose. So you can either bring your knees out nice and wide, or you can bring them together, but I'm going to bring my knees out nice and wide so I can get into my hips. And then just draw your chest down towards the mat. And find stillness here. Notice how you feel. In the beginning of your practice, notice what areas of the body are lighting up as tight or maybe a little bit stiff or sore today. Just bringing awareness to that area. Making sure that you don't aggravate that area, and just always being careful and just doing what is in your practice in that day. It changes every day for everybody. Take a nice big inhale and exhale it out. Nice big inhale. Exhale, release. On the next inhale, come all the way up, and we're going to find a tabletop position. And then, of course, we're going to come into a few cat-cows, just warming up the body here. So inhale, draw the belly button down towards the mat as you find a cow pose. Arching the spine, drawing the shoulder blades together. Nice big inhale. Exhale, round the spine, drawing the belly button all the way up towards the ceiling. Pushing the shoulder blades away from one another. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And then just continue in this fluid motion, maybe adding in a few moves that feel good for you. Maybe you want to push all the way back and then round all the way up. Maybe you want to draw some circles with the body, getting into the wrists, the knees. You may hear some cracking. That's totally normal. Just really warming up the body, helping lubricate the joints. And honestly, just do this on a daily basis and you'll feel a huge difference. And when you're ready, find stillness. And from here, we will begin our first balancing practice. So take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, lift your right arm all the way up, keeping your gaze focused on one point on the mat. And that's really the key to balancing. If you can focus on one area and just really keep that gaze there, even if it's like a little speck on your mat. And then next we're going to actually lift up our legs. So we're going to be balancing on our right leg and our left hand. So balancing table, nice big inhale. Exhale, lower back down. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So inhale, lift your left arm all the way up. And then when you're ready, finding your balance, lift the right leg up. And if you're falling here, don't worry, it's totally normal. You have to build up the muscles that are needed to balance in this position. And that really takes time. Nice big inhale. Exhale, release. Let's do the same thing on the other side, just 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. One more time on each side. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Now we're going to try something a little bit more tricky. If this feels like it's not in your practice today, that's okay, but let's just give it a go. So inhale, lift the right arm and left leg. And then from here, tiger pose. See if you can reach all the way back for your toes here. And either choose to stay here because you're just finding your balance, or begin to kick your foot into your arm right there. Kind of like you're kicking into your hand, lifting up, creating a bow behind your back. Exhale, release down. Take a little breather. Inhale, left arm up, right leg up. And then we'll do the same thing. Reach for your right foot and then begin to kick the foot into your hand. This is tiger pose. Really practicing, strengthening those small muscles that we don't usually use. Exhale, release, beautiful job. Tuck the toes, send your hips all the way up for the sky. Downward facing dog, feel free to pedal out your dog here. Making sure that you're keeping the breath nice and steady. Inhale to the top of the mat and then make your way to the top. So you have a choice. You can either take a big step, you can take little baby steps, you can hop, whatever you feel is right for you today. And just find ragdoll. So grabbing both of your elbows and then just sway from side to side. Releasing the low back, behind the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, rise all the way up, mountain pose, reaching the arms all the way up. And exhale, back down. Inhale, reach the arms up and dive all the way back down. From here, step back into high plank. Beautiful job. And then from here, we're going to shift our weight over to the left. So we're going to find side plank. Now, you can either lower your left leg down to the ground, or you can try for a full side plank and just stack the feet in front of one another and then reach the right arm all the way up. So we're kind of balancing on our side here. Now, make sure that you're keeping that gaze down. I've been practicing a lot, so I can kind of move my gaze. But for now, just give this a go. Nice big inhale. And exhale, bring the hand down. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So shifting the feet onto the other side. So you can stack them in front of one another and then reach that left arm all the way up. Nice big inhale. And exhale, bring it down. Beautiful job. From here, step your right foot in between your hands. Find high lunge. So that alone is balancing. And I know we got in there quick. Nice big inhale. As you exhale, sorry, my back's going to be facing you. Find warrior two. Bending nicely into that right knee. Make sure your knee is being pushed out, not coming in. You're pushing that knee out. Flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Send your left arm kind of floating all the way down your left leg. Inhale, come all the way back to warrior two, and then find your high lunge again. From here, we're going to find warrior three. So you can kind of shuffle your legs back if need be in order to get into warrior three. So begin to shift your weight towards your right leg and then lift your left leg back and up. So you're creating a nice straight line from the top of your head all the way down to the bottom of your feet, really sending that energy along one another, reaching them apart. Nice big inhale. And as you exhale, put the leg all the way down, kind of lifting up like a little seesaw. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up and then dive back down. Beautiful job. Find high plank once again. And from here, we're just going to stay here for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job. Bring your left foot in between your hands. Inhale, high lunge. Beautiful job. Inhale once more. Exhale, come into warrior two. Inhale, flip the palm, send your right arm sliding down your right leg. Reverse warrior. Nice big inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Find high lunge again, then feel free to shuffle as we make our way into warrior three. Whatever you need to do. For me, otherwise I will hit into the wall, so I just bring my leg back. And then let's find warrior three. So lift your right leg all the way up, kind of like you're toppling a little bit, but instead you're creating that nice, see, it's normal to fall even for me, because I'm talking and being all crazy. So you're just finding length from the top of your head all the way down to the bottom of your foot, activating the back, activating the glutes. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Beautiful job. I know that was hard. And then dive it all the way down. Find high plank. And then downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Nice big inhale. And exhale it out. Let's find child's pose and then push your bum to meet your feet and draw your chest down towards the mat. Notice how you feel. Notice your heart beating in your chest. That was a very tricky short flow. So definitely don't worry if you feel tired out. This was intended to be a little bit of a challenge, but challenge is good. You don't want everything to be too easy, otherwise you'll never improve. Feel free to stay here for a few moments and just kind of let your practice sink in. And I am going to leave you here, so I will let you do whatever you like to do in this moment. If you want to come into a Shavasana or if you want to stay in child's pose, totally fine. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you learned a little bit about balancing today. Namaste.